The last topic for this 10.1 is the similarities and differences between circulatory system in complex multicellular organism, usually comparison. So if question like this come out in exam, you must state the similarities and state the differences if the question asks you to compare. Okay, because if you just write all differences, you will not get full marks. Must have similarities and must have differences. So the first similarity, the circulatory system is found in all multicellular organisms. Okay, so all multicellular organisms must have circulatory system. Okay, except for the unicellular, we don't have this transport system. Okay, the circulatory system consists of heart to pump blood or hemolymph in insects, so must have heart. Okay, all circulatory system must have heart, no matter open circulatory system or closed circulatory system. Okay, function to pump blood and or hemolymph, especially in insects, hemolymph, right? The circulatory system function to transport nutrients and waste. Again, transport nutrients and waste, and transport nutrients to the cell and transport waste from the cell. The heart has valve that ensure blood flows in one direction. So all hearts will have valve to make sure the blood flow in one direction, so that the blood will not flow back, okay, or to backflow, okay, during the transportation. Okay. Okay, next we have the organism, insects, fish, amphibians, and humans. So these are the differences. So in exam, please refer to textbook whenever you want to write about the differences. And I suggest you to write the differences in tables. And make sure write the title, similarities or differences. Okay. So organism we have insects, fish, amphibians, and humans. So types of circulatory system, for insects, open blood circulatory system. Okay, open blood circulatory system. But for fish, amphibians, and humans, all are closed blood circulatory system. Okay, closed blood circulatory system. So maybe the question will ask you to compare the circulatory system between the insects and fish, of fish and humans. So normally I don't think they will ask you to the question will ask you to compare all, but well, we don't know. Anything can happen, right? So just remember these differences. Number of circulation. So insects we don't have circulation, right? For fish we have single because blood flows in the blood vessel and through the heart once in a complete circulation, just once, right? Okay, only one from the atrium back to the ventricle. But for the amphibians, double, and also humans also double because the blood flow in the blood vessel through the heart twice in one complete circulation. So one for the amphibians, you must remember, one from the heart to the pulmocutaneous circulation, and then another one is from heart to the systemic circulation, right? For humans, we have from heart to the pulmonary circulation and the second to the systemic circulation. Okay, so number of cavities. Okay, number of cavities is mean the number of chambers. Okay, heart chambers or heart cavities. The heart is made up of many cavity segments. Okay, many cavity segments. Okay, so for example, I will told you in the insects, right? So we have heart. So they actually have the a lot of cavities there. There are many cavity segments. Okay, number two. Okay, one atrium. And number two, fish have only one atrium and one ventricle. Okay, for amphibians, three because have two atria and one ventricle. That's why the blood will mix inside the ventricle. And then for humans, have four, two atria and two ventricles. Okay. And then separation of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. So for insects, no, or none, and fish none. Okay, because the blood not separated, right, for fish. Okay, and then for amphibians, incomplete because some oxygenated blood is mixed with the deoxygenated blood in the ventricle. For the humans, complete because oxygenated blood does not mix with deoxygenated blood in the ventricle. So these are the differences between the circulatory system. Okay, so actually if question asked, maybe for this one, if total we get 8 marks. Okay, for this question. Sometimes if 6 marks, so maybe you can give two similarities, four differences. Okay, or three similarities, three differences, like that. So if 8 marks, maybe four similarities, four differences, like that. Okay, so usually for this one, for the essay question lah. Okay. Okay, so that's for all for the 10.1.